What is up, my fellow Chibits? Hopefully all of you are having a very good day today. So before I begin, I just want to say I apologize. I know many of you have been asking where has the review been all day long, and just in case you for some reason didn't hear through Twitter, like if you don't follow me on social media, or if you didn't see the video uploaded today on YouTube, because YouTube's notifications have been messed up today apparently. So for some reason, you guys ain't getting my videos, and that's, yeah, I tried to contact YouTube about it, and they're like, hey, you know what, no, it's just how YouTube is. They gotta click the little bell next to the subscribe button for them to get all the videos, so they gotta double subscribe, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what? So anyways, okay, I'm sorry, I just had to get out of my system. I was a little bit upset. I'm a little bit peeved right now. But, anyways, I just finished watching the latest episode of Fate, and I apologize for the delay for it. I know it's, like, about 24 hours late, and I apologize. I extremely apologize for it, and don't worry, I love the series. Just been busy today, but also YouTube on top of that, just a bunch of different things on that. So, anyways, let's talk about Fate, okay? I don't want to focus on negative stuff. I want to talk about the quality that is Fate itself. So, Fate, this latest episode. Anyone else get, you know, Fate Stay Night vibes from this? Like, okay, I don't want to spoil, because I said when I started this series, I didn't want to spoil you guys from Fate Stay. If you haven't watched Fate Stay Night, or if you haven't watched Fate Zero, or played the visual novels, I don't want to spoil you. But anyone that has played the visual novels, or has watched Fate Stay Night, tell me, did that golem scene not remind you of some certain events that happened? Like, just think about that for a second. When the Master gets absorbed, just does that not remind you of some similar things? I'm thinking to myself, like, whoa! Like, whoa! Like, you can really just see how a lot of the series after Fate Stay Night, like the other Fate series, usually they always kind of reference similar events that happen in other stories. And you can see it right here. And I'm just like, whoa, what happened to the Master? And it's kind of messed up in a way. I mean, I don't actually feel bad for the kid, because I didn't really care about the kid, okay? Just let me clarify. I don't care about the kid because the kid didn't really have much development, so to say, okay? If it would have been like Sig or Astafol that got sacrificed or something, or if it would have been Ruler, Mordred, you know, any of them, I would have been kind of sad, because I love their characters. But the thing is, when it comes to the Master of Caster, I didn't really care about him, because he was basically a copy of Caster, but just a kid. That's basically what he was. He had very similar ideals. He wanted to create golems, and he would do any means to create golems, and he was just like his master. And so, if you see his character, and if you like his character, technically he's not gone. Well, actually he is now, because he's in the golem, and also Caster's technically dead, so I guess he is gone. But you get my point. They were the same character, though, because of just the way they were designed. And I didn't really care about the kid. And when the Master came up and basically started inserting him into the golem, it was to be expected, honestly. I believe even if you have no prior knowledge of Fate, okay, and this is your first Fate series, I think it was incredibly obvious what was going to happen to the kid. I mean, when you think about how he wants to create golems, and then we do know that he couldn't use, like, you know, Homunculus to create, you know, the golem he wanted, and he needed something more powerful, then all of a sudden when you think about it, mages or masters would probably be a lot more powerful, even, or a heroic spirit would be a lot more powerful than a regular Homunculus. So, when you look at it like that, it was just obvious that he was probably going to use his master, and when he started, you know, doing that, I was like, well, it's to be expected what he's doing. And it's messed up in a way, because, I mean, the kid's like, yeah, I don't want to be a golem, I wanted to create golems, I didn't want to be a golem, and I'm thinking to myself, like, kid, do you not realize what you're doing right now is what you did to everyone else? Like, what you did to the Homunculus? I mean, yes, many of them didn't have their own freedom. They're locked in, like, their own chains and all that, and they can't really deny what people tell them or their orders, but even still, many of them didn't want to die, most likely. And when he's sitting here complaining and whining and all that, I'm like, look, you did that to many others as well. Don't think you're special. And I'm like, you deserve it. This is just karma. That's basically what it is. And so, when that happened, I was like, well, I guess karma. I mean, that's what exactly how you can explain that, just is karma. So, anyways, besides that though, Caster, he creates his ultimate golem, which is like he calls it the perfect noble phantasm. Now, his noble phantasm overall, it's actually pretty OP. Now, I don't know necessarily if it would be Okay, I don't know much about the mythology of the, you know, like primordial giants or whatever, Eden. I don't know much about it, so I'm not even gonna pretend like I do. So I'm not gonna just say that it would probably be easy to take it down with certain other servants from other series. But even still, though, I believe even though the golem was really powerful and what was going on in the episode that was going to become basically immortal and not take any damage, I believe there's probably some other noble phantasms and stuff that could possibly take it down. I mean, I believe, honestly, no spoilers, again, I'm not going to spoil, I'm just going to talk about certain things from, like, Fate Stay Night. I believe Castor from Fate Stay Night could possibly take down Eden, that golem in this episode, or even Gilgamesh if he used his, noble phantasm. I believe that one of those two could easily just wipe out that golem, even if it was probably at full. Because if I think about Gilgamesh and his abilities and what he is capable of, I believe he could possibly get rid of that golem like it's nothing, just like it's a piece of cake, like it's paper mache, honestly. I truly believe that, especially if you know about, Gilgamesh's past and stuff, and his history. I believe it would be rather simple for him to wipe something like that out. But I could be wrong, because I don't know the history of Eden and all that, and I can't really say how durable he really is, but I'm just saying that I believe Castor or Gilgamesh could take out him when it came to this episode. Even still, though, the giant golem was incredibly powerful and broken, because since these characters I mentioned, like the Castor from Fate Stay Night or Gilgamesh and all that, wouldn't be here, that would mean that this abomination, this creature, would be invincible. Nothing would be able to stop it whatsoever, because it can't take any wounds, and it changes and transforms the environment around it. It literally creates Eden, and you can't even touch it. And in a sense, the way you can look at this is as if it's like in heaven. Like, in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, when everything starts, humanity was basically immortal. We couldn't die, and, we couldn't feel pain. We were innocent and all of that. In this case, I believe that's what was going on with the golem. It was in a state of Eden to where it can't die, it didn't need anything, didn't need to eat, and basically it was a immortal giant that could not be killed whatsoever, no matter what you did to it. Now, like I said, I don't know if there's other restrictions, maybe it could be brought down, but if going by the logic of the book of Genesis and what I'm assuming from the details that was given, then that thing would have been incredibly strong, and it would have been ridiculous. It would have wiped out everything. So seeing everyone team up against it was pretty nice to see. I'm not gonna lie, seeing Mordred, Ruler, Jeanne d'Arc, and, Sig work together to bring down the giant golem, Eden, I was like, this is pretty freaking epic. It's really epic, especially when Archer's doing that, like, rapid fire move. Like, did you see that? Like, the man was shooting arrows like it was a machine gun. Like, yo, okay, I couldn't help but laugh, but the sound effects sounded like a freaking machine gun. He's just like, he's just shooting arrows so fast. He was shooting a machine gun. Like, this man got a machine gun. He no longer has a bow. Chiron has a freaking machine gun. And I was like, ugh. Like, it just, the sound effects of it did not fit. But it was freaking insane just seeing how fast he was shooting his arrows to attack the man. It was really cool, though, nonetheless. So, besides that, seeing certain characters work together, it made me very happy, because once again, I just want to reinforce the fact that this is a rarity. From everything I have seen from Fate, like for instance, Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, and then, Fate Cleed and stuff. Well, Fate Cleed you can't really consider like a Master Servant series, so I'm not even going to count that. But basically, what I've seen from Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night, the visual novel and stuff, it's rare to see servants working together. I mean, yes, you see alliances pop up to where maybe like 2 servants work together, but overall, you never see like a massive amount of servants working together to bring down an opponent. It's really incredible to see. And when you see, like, 2 Sabers working together, Ruler working together with the Sabers, and then you see Archer going in, giving a, backup support, and when you see Ryder going in with a Hippogriff, it's just like, it's epic. It's straight epic, because you're getting to see these heroic spirits, these legends, these mythological people working together to bring down one foe, and I thought that was really cool. I mean, I know that's my bias of Fate and all that talking right there, but I thought it was really cool. I truly enjoyed these little segments throughout the episode. Now, I know many might not like it as much as I did, because if you are not a fan of, like, just seeing stuff like this, especially if you're used to the other Fate series, then you won't care much about it. Anyways, though, Let's talk about some funny moments of this episode. So let's talk about the hippogriff scene. So Astaphel's sitting there flying on the hippogriff and stuff, and you have it to where Eden is forming, about to attack and stuff, and Astaphel's like, come on, go in there! It just starts bashing the top of the hippogriff's head, and Hippogriff looks at Astaphel like, I'm not going in there! Like, the face was just priceless. It was just straight priceless. It was there for comedy. Obviously, it was just there for comedy, but I was just laughing because the hippogriff's like, look, if I touch that thing, I'm going to die. So I'm not even getting near it. And I just couldn't help but chuckle at that moment. But then I also laughed at the scene where, you know, John Dark pops up. Ruler, clarification if you don't know by John Dark. Ruler pops up and looks at Sig like a mother or something. Like, the way she just comes storming in and all that towards Sig, I'm like, she's acting like a mother. That's exactly how she's treating him. She's treating him like he's her child, and, you know, she's disciplining him or whatever, trying to put him down the proper path. I'm like, you know, I guess Mama John Dark, you know, trying to teach, you know, her son Sig, like, how to properly do certain things. I felt that very funny. I don't know. It's just seeing Ruler, it's enjoyable. It's really, really enjoyable. Okay, so besides that, I guess that's about it. I mean, the episode has the end of Castor, and we get to see the new side form. For instance, the two Sabers are working together, Archers working together with them, Riders working together, and you can see clearly that they're the good side. I mean, it's very obvious that, you know, what was going on there, basically, in this episode. It was just forming a new team. Because, as we know, the black and red team, they have crumbled. They're no longer the same teams they once were. And new, you know, servants are coming together with their masters. And they're, you know, forming their own new team. So, it's obvious that it's no longer the team that the series started off with. So, that's basically what the episode was for. Just showing the teamwork of our new team that's been established. Now, another thing I would like to point out is that Mordred is asking Ruler for a command seal. That's interesting. I mean, I know Ruler has command seals. It's been established already, but that's interesting. So Ruler can give up command seals as well. Huh. That's very, very interesting. It's a really interesting piece of dialogue throughout this episode, and it makes me really find the Ruler class servants fascinating. I would love to know more about them. But anyways, I want to end it there. It was an enjoyable episode. If you have yet to watch it, go watch it. It's really good. And I'm sorry once again for the delay in this video. Just YouTube having its issues. And also on top of that, just, you know, I was helping my dad out with his roof and stuff. And I want to be busy again tomorrow as well. So, yeah. But I apologize for the delay in this, you know, fake video. I love the series. It just sometimes I can't get to it like that. So, tell me your thoughts, how you felt about this latest episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? If you like my content, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please leave a like. And also, I guess I should start adding this at the end of the video as well. If you want to get notifications for my videos, and you don't want to have to deal with not knowing my video comes out, so next to the subscribe button, there is a bell icon. And if you want to get notifications for my videos and I have to worry about them not popping up, please click the bell icon, because many have been telling me that they have not been getting notifications for my videos when I upload them, and for some reason YouTube expects you to double subscribe now. And so if you want to get notifications for my videos, like if you're already subscribed, then hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button, because like I said, YouTube apparently requires you to do that if you want to get all my notifications when I upload a video. So you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.